following self-hypnosis video is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease. It is also not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new treatment or therapy. This video contains a self-hypnosis session. Do not listen to this audio while driving or operating heavy machinery. Always make sure you are in a safe and comfortable environment before starting the session. Please use these self-hypnosis sessions as often as you feel they will benefit you. Research shows that repetitive self-exposure to hypnotic suggestions increase the likelihood of long-term change. Sit or lie with your hands resting loosely on your lap and your feet side by side, and take some comfortable breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth as you listen to the sound of my voice. And as you focus your mind on the sound of my voice, I would like you to relax all the muscles in your body. And if you notice any tension anywhere in your body, just let it go. Let it go completely and relax even deeper. As you begin to check those muscles, relaxing each and every one, just feel and experience heaviness in those eyelids. A comfortable, heavy feeling that begins to weigh your lids down. And all the while, you are letting go of tension, listening to the sound of my voice, and concentrating on that heavy, comfortable feeling in and around your eyes. And as those eyes become heavier and more relaxed, so they begin blinking more and more, perhaps even feeling a little watery. And that's all right, because whenever you wish to close those eyes, you can do so and allow them to remain closed as you continue listening to the sound of my voice. Good. And now I want you to imagine that in front of you, on a shelf slightly above your line of vision, is an old-fashioned egg timer. The egg timer consists of tube cylindrical containers made of glass or clear plastic and supported by a wooden frame that stands on the shelf, raising your egg timer so that the glass or plastic itself doesn't actually touch the shelf. In the egg timer are tiny grains of golden sand, so small that many humans would find it difficult to notice each grain of sand, until the egg timer is turned upside down and the sand trickles down into the container below. But in hypnosis, your vision is crystal clear. You can see everything in minuscule details, or if you chose to, you can see it as though from a distance, and you are an observer, perhaps watching yourself as you watch the egg timer. The top container takes exactly 3 minutes of real time to empty, but in hypnosis, we can alter our concept of time, making it stretch out to eternity or go by in the blinking of an eye. I don't know whether your time is going to be longer or shorter than 3 minutes, because this is your hypnotic trance and no one else's. But I do know that when these 3 minutes are up, you will feel even more comfortable, even more relaxed, and even more detached than you have ever felt before. So imagine turning the egg timer now so that the top container has all the sand, and watch, or simply experience this in your inner mind as it slowly trickles, a grain at a time, slowly and effortlessly down and down. And the sun shines through an open window and sends its reflection onto the egg timer, making the glass sparkle and shine. And perhaps it reminds you of a time that you spend by the sea, watching the waves rolling gently back and forth. Your breathing is comfortable, just like those waves, flowing gently in and out, back and forth, breathing ever so calmly, ever so easily, watching the waves and the spray of the sea in the distance. All the while, the sand is trickling down. A second goes by, 2 seconds, 3. And in your special place, it seems as though time can stand still, and the warmth of the sand beneath your bare feet makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel even more relaxed and content. The sea is the most perfect shade of blue with hints of turquoise and green. And you notice that the egg timer also reflects these colors. As the sand trickles down, little by little, a few grains at a time, easily, effortless, slowly, and comfortably. And as you stand here, in your perfect place, watching the sea and feeling the texture of that soft, warm sand, you are aware of the sun shining down on your body, bathing your body in a golden glow, warming your shoulders, your back, your arms, and your legs, soothing and calming you gently all over. The sand continues to trickle down and down as the seconds tick by, and you can double your relaxation with each and every breath that you take as you enjoy this perfect place. Looking to your left, you notice the sand stretch back beyond your line of vision. They seem to go on and on and on, and you somehow sense that this is your past. There are footsteps in the sand, and you know that these are the steps that you have taken along your way. If some of those steps are deeper than others, then that is because you were weighed down at the time, weighed down with the baggage you were carrying. To your right is the future, and the sands of time are infinitely long, seeming to go on forever. Notice how the sands to your future are as yet untrodden. You have yet to experience the opportunities that are opening for you, and there is a sense of anticipation and wonder. There must always be the expectation that something good is going to happen for you. And so you determine these steps will be lighter, and you will enjoy each and every step that you take. You are here in the present, with your feet resting firmly on the ground, breathing gently and evenly, in and out, feeling the warmth of the sun on your body while watching the waves, and you are aware of the sand trickling down. Or did it seem to stand still for a few seconds? The last few grains of sand are going down, and down, and down, as the top container of your egg timer begins to empty. And the suggestions you hear during this powerful hypnotic session will go 10 times deeper into your wonderful subconscious mind. So count those last few grains of sand with me as you go deeper and deeper into gentle hypnotic rest. 10, you are going further and further down into hypnosis. 9, you are relaxing more and more. 8, you feel more comfortable and so much more optimistic than you have felt in a long, long time. 7, the waves in the sea have washed away all that tension and stress. 6, you are going deeper and deeper into hypnosis. 5, you are drifting down further with each grain of sand. 4, the container at the top of the egg timer is now almost empty, and your mind can be empty of worries and cares. 3, the container at the bottom of your egg timer is filling up as far as it can, and you will find that your mind can fill up with new ideas, new ways of thinking and feeling that will benefit you on your journey into the unknown. 2, relax deeper still. Just enjoy these wonderful feelings. 1, your mind is now open and receptive to the suggestions that it is about to hear. And 0, you are now in the deepest level of hypnosis that is possible for you to go at this time. You are now deeply and comfortably relaxed, and your mind is open and receptive to the suggestions that you are about to hear. You are listening to me today because you realize that you have recently been drinking alcohol more than you would like, and you now want to create a new, healthier pattern of just having the odd alcoholic drink when you are in social situations. So firstly, I'd like to congratulate you on making this decision, because it shows that you are already aware of the dangers of becoming alcohol dependent. As I'm sure you are aware, excess alcohol is a poison to your body. It can cause problems with your liver, your kidneys, your stomach, and your heart. Alcohol can also affect your normal, everyday life, especially when people lose their inhibitions and become out of control. It can also affect social and work relationships and the quality of life in general. And of course, the first thing that alcohol attacks is the brain. It impairs your thinking and your sense of judgment. No wonder it is so often referred to as the demon drink. But you are putting all this behind you, and from now on, you will limit your use of alcohol so that you are always within the recommended guidelines. You will also quit drinking alcohol at home, except possibly in certain situations, perhaps if you entertaining guests or celebrating a very special event. Even then, you may find that you just don't enjoy it in the same way that you used to, and that's fine, because you are much happier when you are in complete control and your thinking is unimpaired. The first thing that you decide to do is to stop purchasing bottles, cartons, or cans of wine, spirits, beer, or any other alcoholic beverage, and you will be pleasantly surprised at just how easy this is to do. Imagine the shop or store where you would normally buy alcohol. If this is simply a shop where you would be only alcohol and nothing else, then just imagine erasing it out of your mind. Perhaps you can see the name of the store on a whiteboard, and just take a cloth or an eraser and wipe it away. That's right. Just wipe that shop out of your mind, and as the board becomes clear, so you can breathe a sigh of relief, almost as though that particular store doesn't exist anymore, which it doesn't, in your mind. For it is so easy to forget the things that we want to forget, and instead remember the reason why we chose to forget. If you usually purchased alcohol alongside other groceries, for example, a supermarket, then I want you to imagine that supermarket now. Remember its name and see the supermarket in your mind's eye. Now you probably know this store extremely well, and even more likely is that you know its layout, where the fruit and vegetable are kept, where the bread and cakes are, and the frozen food section, and all the other things that your supermarket sells. At one time, you knew exactly where the wines, beers, spirits, and other alcoholic drinks aisle was, but now you don't care, so perhaps you can imagine that it just isn't there anymore. And when you visit the store to do your shopping, you walk straight past the aisle, not even noticing, certainly not caring where it is or not. And if you are entertaining, or if there is a special event whereby you feel that you should provide alcohol for your guests, perhaps you could ask someone else to purchase it on your behalf, because you'd really rather not go down that path. Now that you have ceased buying alcohol to drink at home, it will be so much easier to do without. And of course, it could be that you simply got into the habit of drinking, in which case, let's create an alternative, more worthwhile habit. And there are many to choose from, so many things you could do. You could learn a new skill, read your favorite books, or paint, draw, sew, or knit. You could start a new hobby, build models, learn a language, write your life story, or any number of interesting things. You really are spoilt for choice, but as your mind is more lucid and alert from abstaining from drink, you soon find it easy to try different activities. If you usually drank alcohol late at night, you may now like to start enjoying earlier nights in bed, getting quality rest and sleep, or spending time with your loved one. And it's amazing to find that after just a few days of not drinking alcohol, the thought of it seems to have disappeared from your mind. You don't even want it now. You don't need it, so you certainly don't have it. Even in social situations, you find that you're just not as bothered as you used to be about alcohol. Often, you prefer to have a soft drink that you know is better for you and will last longer. If your friends become tipsy and start showing themselves up, then you don't mind. You just think to yourself how glad you are that it's not you who is out of control. And as a direct result of cutting down on alcohol, you feel so much happier and fitter. Your mind is alert and refreshed. Your body becomes stronger, and your confidence increases day by day. From now on, alcohol has lost its importance to you. You can't even imagine what it must have been like when you drank at home. All that you really know is how glad you are that you stopped. And these suggestions are firmly embedded in your subconscious mind and grow stronger and stronger day by day. They grow stronger by the day, stronger by the hour, stronger by the minute. In a moment, I am going to count from 1 to 5, and at the count of 5, you will be wide awake, feeling refreshed and alert, and ready to implement these changes into your life. 1, coming back slowly. 2, feeling amazing. 3, coming back to the present time and the present place. 4, your mind and body returning. 5, eyes open, wide awake, eyes open, wide awake. If you enjoyed this self-hypnosis video, please like and subscribe. We will be posting videos on a regular basis for a variety of self-hypnosis experiences.